Hello everyone, Crypto ACX here. I just want to show you guys a video of moving averages. I've seen a lot more people talking about these on Twitter recently, so I just wanted to show you guys how I use them, for Confluence when I do trading. I've just recorded a super long video and I found out that my OBS had just cancelled it halfway through, so this is the second take. So I'm just going to dwindle it down a little bit, a little bit less because I feel exhausted after doing the video somehow. But basically this is just a technique from my stock trading, day trading, and I learned these EMA strategies from Canal Desai, was my mentor back in the day. Taught me everything I knew about trading. But basically the idea is I've got my 9 exponential moving average and my 20 moving average. And these are stocks that I've actually searched for on a scanner, FinViz, for stocks that have gapped up 3% or more, with volume over 500,000 and the price over $1. And then what you get is this kind of list here, and these are all momentum names. So names that have actually got good momentum going for the day, good wide ranges, high volatility, and volume to get in and out of the trades if I need be. So the market is still open. You've got 1 minute, so you go see this just dart down and do some funky shit with some high volume while people try and get out the positions. But what you can see here is you get this level. I'll show you right here. You had the resistance and you broke out and you held, you retested, you've got this retest here, and then you've broken back down below. And what you've got here is where three things unite. You've got the price action resistance now, you've got the 9 EMA and the 20. They're all dragging. As you can see, the price is just wrapping around the moving averages, and then it gives you a low risk short play with the stops just here above support, above resistance. And then it flushes down, and once again here you get another breakout trade. I'm not really a breakout trader, I don't really like them, but there is people out there, and if it works for you, look into it, study it, see if it works for you. But you get the 1 tap, the 2 tap on support, and then you come around the third, and as you can see, price just really coils. And what the moving averages really do for you is just draw a trend line. So if you have just say you have this support here, easy to draw, easy to manage, key level, the price actually just wraps around it, and you get this really tight compression here. And then price, you can just see it a short here with a stop here, and then play it to the downside, scaling out. But like I said, I'm more of a sell high, buy low, and here really you're just selling into support, which is always a dangerous thing. But it works for people, and if it works for you, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But these are the other ones. So you've had Bio, FTCH, ZS. This MacBook is super slow. Hello? MacBook? And what you can see here is just the price really just wraps here. It wraps and it failed and it broke through, and then the 20 came and saved it. But like I said, it just gives you a free handball of a trend line. So this was basically your trend line. You can see it come up, coil gets super tight now in between the 9 and the trend line, and it just pops, and you get this little run back up to the high of day. Always take profits at resistances. So obviously a key resistance if you're day trading stocks is the high and low of day. It's the high of day here. You've got to see a profit taking, which you do, and it cracks below, and then you can just see it flush to the end of the day. So these strategies work on any time frame in any market. They're linear, or should I say they're not linear. I'm not too sure what that means. But the Australian dollar to the Canadian dollar here, and these are really my favourite setups now. This is where I love to have confluence with the moving averages, trading with the trend, and then looking at price action as well. So I wouldn't just freeball these. Like for example here, some people would have said, oh look, a flag, it holds and it gets back above the 9, and then you get this tight coil and it just pops. Fair enough, people can do that if that's up to you, but I like to do it alongside confluence with key price action levels, because it really does amaze me, and I say this in loads and loads of videos, but it really does amaze me on what kind of shit setups people are willing to throw their money at and then wonder why they lose. So just be patient, trade it for the long game, trade the best possible setups you can use. But I've got a few little things drawn out here. So as you can see, if you've looked over my previous videos and my charts on Twitter, reclaiming levels, you get a cute one here. You get the 1 test, the 2 test, you probably say the 3 test here, so it was a 3 tap breakout, 4 tap breakout, and you just get this sharp move right out. And then what happens here, you can't sustain it, you get back below this key level, back below the support, now acting as resistance. And what you've got here is three things uniting at once. You've got the price action resistance, you've got the 9 and the 20 EMA. So you're trading with the trend and you're just trapped in. You can see the price just try and break through and it couldn't, and it just keeps getting rejected, and then you just get a flush. So what actually happens here is when you get stuff like this, you get a clear defined level of where to place your stops, so just above all those wicks and the moving averages and the resistance, and you get a flush. So working out your targets, you know, price level here, support, you can see it fail here, try and bounce, but it just gets trapped below the 9 again, flushes again. So you can really work out where you're going from here, but from the high to the low, it was a max 6.72 risk to reward. So it gives you a very low risk, high reward setup. If I can go further back, further back, further back, and it's gone. I'll tell you what, this MacBook is crazy. Stop, and it's gone. See, the problem here is I could use my super fast PC, but my microphone is very, very dodgy on it, and I've had complaints about not being able to hear. But if I use my MacBook, we get this slow speed, and it's actually kind of embarrassing because I see a lot of people doing YouTube videos and it looks so flawless. With me, it always seems like a nightmare. But as long as I can try and get the point across with this frustration, please stop, MacBook. I'm not pressing nothing. We've stopped. That's all that really matters. So as you can see here, the 2-tap, and then it breaks out, and then you get this pullback. And then, like I said, likewise here, you get the reclaim here with the retest, and it fails and it just flushes. But what you also get is when you get a breakout, if it aligns with some moving averages at the price action support now, as you can see, it holds. And what you want is a low volume pullback. It holds and it takes another rip here. Scale out your profits into resistances. Look left on the chart for those price levels. But what actually happens here again is you come back down and you reclaim this level, this important key level, and it now acts as resistance. What you've got here, three things uniting at once: resistance, 9 EMA, 20 EMA. You can see it tries popping there, it fails, and then you just get this flush back down to the downside. Obviously,